Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Kinston where a woman who was on the run from a Pitt County Superior Court judge sentencing has now been arrested. Kinston police say they arrested 40-year-old Shakimia Clemens after officers say she was hiding from Pitt County law enforcement in an apartment on the 4000 block of North Heritage Street. Now officers say she was wanted for running from Pitt County Superior Court just before being sentenced for a hit-and-run charge. Kinston police surrounded her apartment and took Clemens into custody as she was trying to run away through a back door. Now Clemens was taken to the Lenore County Jail where she's being held without bond. And now we want to turn to a story out of Newport in Carteret County where a man lost his life due to a fatal car crash. North Carolina State Highway Patrol says the fatal crash happened around 9:15 p.m. yesterday on North Carolina 101 near Blades Road. Troopers say 68-year-old Martin Walraven of Newport was driving south on North Carolina 101 in his pickup truck when he drove off the road and crashed into a culvert. After colliding into the culvert, troopers say the truck drove through a private driveway and overturned. Walraven died at the scene of the crash. Troopers say the cause of the crash is still under investigation. And also want to highlight another story out of Carteret County, this one of a toddler who drowned. Now, authorities say the toddler drowned over the weekend at a campground pond in Carteret County. Now, deputies say they were called at around 9 p.m. Saturday to Goose Creek Resort on Red Barn Road near Bogue. The child, identified as 4-year-old Braden Edwards, was with his parents who were visiting from Gardner, according to a news release. Now, bystanders performed life-saving efforts, but the child was pronounced dead at Carteret Healthcare. And now we want to turn our attention to your weather forecast. And so far today, some areas have seen plentiful sunshine. Others have seen gray skies. Others have been stuck under the storms. Now let's talk about those storms specifically. The sunshine, it speaks for itself. But here we go. Here's a look at the current thunderstorms we have over eastern North Carolina, stretching from mainland Dare County across Hyde County and then over the mouth of the Pungo River, out of the mouth of the Pamlico River there, across southern Beaufort County into northern Craven County, even almost extending all the way into Kinston with a few drops. Now, if we zoom the picture out a little bit further, we can see that we've got more thunderstorm development further back towards the west, and a lot of this development is going to continue to head eastward. So we are starting to get into that time period where thunderstorms are going to become more prevalent. This means that areas that are still trying to dry out after yesterday's showers and storms, well, we've got news for you that more problematic rain is on the way. Right now, air temperatures in the upper 80s to low 90s for some of our southern communities south of Highway 264. Once you get north of Highway 64, you're looking at upper 70s to low 80s. So currently, we've got quite the spread, 77 degrees in Roanoke Rapids compared to 90 degrees in Jacksonville. That is the power of cloud cover. A lot of the clouds today have really been anchored along and north of Highway 264, which is why we are seeing again such a wide temperature discrepancy across eastern North Carolina. Now, humidity is present everywhere in the east. It is just one of those consistencies we are in fact seeing today, is the fact that it is humid no matter where you go. Now, through the next few hours, as we continue to see showers and heat-driven storms really pop up across the east, that humidity will be kind of turned into heavier showers and heavy downpours. A possibility of maybe even picking up some hail. That is a possibility tonight just because the air is so humid. Now, if we can again get the air temperatures to hold in the low 90s across some of our southern communities, there is a chance we could have some strong, damaging wind gusts caused by falling hailstones out of some of those storms. That would mean that severe thunderstorms would be a possibility for tonight. Right now, that is looking like the case. Now, that'll be the case until we get to around 7, 8 p.m. at night tonight. Once we get past, we'll give it around 9 o'clock, a 9 o'clock end time. And then a lot of the showers and storms that will be present across eastern North Carolina, they're going to be forced in by a very weak boundary. So not going to have the same sort of energy potential that the storms are currently showing across parts of the east as we speak, but will continue to show through the rest of the daylight hours. Again, we'll see a lot of those rain showers coming up overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. Those will fade away as we head towards 7, 8, 9 a.m. early tomorrow morning. If you're an early riser, you may end up again with some showers and storms during your commute. But by the time we get to noon tomorrow, everything looking dry. More showers and storms will develop yet again coming up Tuesday afternoon, because we are essentially stuck in the warm sector of a frontal system that will kind of keep the atmosphere unstable. Thunderstorms thrive on instability. So the fact that we are going to remain in a very unstable atmosphere over the next few days means that our thunderstorm threat each afternoon will very much be present. We won't get rid of it until we can stabilize our atmosphere, and that will happen after that cold front, not the one up to our north crosses over the eastern North Carolina region, the one off to the west, the one back towards Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas. That's the one that's going to be giving us a little bit of relief from the showers and thunderstorms as we approach the end of this week and into the weekend. That is set to cross over eastern North Carolina coming up Thursday night into your Friday morning. After that, again, the atmosphere stabilizes. We'll see a drier Saturday and Sunday, and potentially even Monday. However, humidity stays high. So while we may not see that rain potential there, the humidity will certainly be with us. That, I think, is an unshakable fact that will last at least until we get into September, possibly even October. But again, for the next several days, we will again maintain that chance of afternoon showers and storms, because air temperatures are set to go up and humidity will remain high. Well, that's all we have time for today's 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful Monday.